Fred of Just One More Rock. Glad you could join me today. Really excited for our adventure, so let's get to it. I'm on a river in southwest Washington today, and I'm really excited to show you the material that's here. Last week, me and my family visited, and my kids were finding a lot of things. We found fossils, we found agates, we found some jaspers, some zeolites, a lot of different things. And today I'm here by myself. The weather is not what I expected. Thought I was going to get some sun. Instead, I got heavy winds and some rain, but I'm hoping that the rain's gonna put some water on the banks and help me find some of the material. So, deal with what we get today. So today I got to be really particular because there's a lot of material here and someone could easily fill up a bucket quick. I'm just going to show you how much material is in a very small spot. Also, why I'm going to have to be very sparingly on what I pick up today. Hopefully just the best of the best. And also there's this black material that's here that has these little spots in them, almost like a galaxy, that I would love to find more of. So let me just show you what we got here. A lot of chalcedony type pieces. Oh, wow. I thought that was a little clam fossil. It's got a little cavity. Lots going on around here. So, can't pick up and keep everything. This is very obvious, but let's see what we got here. Cool, but not cool enough for today. See ya. This might be some of that dark material that I like here. But I'll have to get that home and clean it up and see if I see any little inclusions. This big chunk is just kind of sitting at the surface. I like that blue in there. First looked at this, I did not think I would take it, but I just might put it in the bucket. Downsize later if I fill up. More chalcedony. This one stays. Let's see if this is anything. Oh. I have to give that a rinse and check that out at home. Here's a couple pieces. One up here. Here's a piece of jasper. Rinse these two off. I'm going to keep the orangey one on the right. Let this one go just because it has too much host rock. It's still a nice color otherwise. Looks like we got one out there too. I think I like what's going on there. Another one to clean up. Haven't even got to the exciting part of the trip yet. Finding some nice things. I'm gonna have to get this one cleaned up. Might be a nice piece of jasper. Oh, that's pretty. Keep that one. Cool texture. Maybe even some banding right in there. Yeah. Is that something? Yeah. So many rocks. I'm never gonna make it to my destination. But that's okay. I'm being blessed. Oh, what do we have there? Oh, I'm excited about what's going on there. Interesting. Don't know what it is. Might have to take it home and investigate. See what we got here. Oh. That is nice. I assume the rest of this is mostly host rock, but we'll have to get that pressure washed. Yeah, that's coming home. Something or nothing. Let's find out. And there's some material there. Just can't really tell what. Might be another one of those pressure wash ones. There's some green in this. I don't know. Epidote or something? Interesting. That is odd. Odd enough that I'll take it and clean it up. The recent rains definitely moved material, which is great, but it also raised the river quite a bit, and that bank that I was expecting to get to across the river there might not be accessible like I thought. Last week I was here and there was no water anywhere from here down. So the depth of that water definitely went up at least a foot, and the speed of it's moving quite a bit stronger than it was last week. Nature, powerful thing. I like that one. Might keep that one. Okay, I can tell already that I like this one. Yep. Love that color. There's a little bit of banding in that. Something in there. There's some nice horizontal banding on that. Little calcedonine. Actually, I like this dark material. It's kind of surprising when you get it cleaned up. Okay, so there's one out there that I'm about ready to trade out and get, but as I was putting my bucket down to get prepared, I seen a couple things here that have to be picked up. So we'll start here. I'll have to clean that one, but this is the one I'm interested in. Ooh. Well, I actually think this is going to clean up nice. As you can see, that one out in the river turned out to be a little bit of nothing. Found a couple others out there. I like the skin on that one. I think it can clean up. Take that one, leave the others. Alright, let's uncover this guy. That's nice. Horizontal banding in that. There's some stuff in there, but this one stays. Nice banding in that one too, horizontal. We have a few things here, so let's check these guys out. More of that nice horizontal banding. What else? We got this blue one over here. Pretty. And this guy here. Kind of a big chunker. What? What do we got? Some lavenders in there, some green. Tons of horizontal banding in that. Holy smokes, want to get that pressure washed quick. Nice. Oh, what do we have there? Nice inclusions. Looks like some nice colors in this one. Nice. A light green, blue. It's hard to tell in this light. There's a couple of big guys right here. Let's go here first. Definitely a lot there, but also a lot of mixed post rocks, so let that one go. That one's nice. Sweet. So there is so much material here that there's really no way for me to keep up recording every piece that I find. So I took a couple minutes just to run out to the creek and grab a few things. I'm not going to take all this, but I would like to show you. This one here, I don't know if that's a dark red jasper or if that's a carnelian yet. It's nice. got a reflection on that blue, but there's some in there. I would love to find a big chunk of that blue agate in here. Okay, so even though the recent storm brought the river up and it's moving a little bit more, I think I can get across. So we're gonna see if I can make it across without getting swept down the river. Alright, got across that. It wasn't too bad, but I did get wet all the way up to my waist. And there is so much material here on this bank. Like every foot or two, there's at least small little pieces. I'm going a little crazy. I just want to keep finding. Let's see what we have here. Can't tell. We'll have to rinse that one off. After being rinsed off, it's got some interesting stuff, but not good enough for today. It'll have to stay. I still love you, rock. There's a little 1 minute search. I'll probably keep maybe 2 or 3 of those. Leave the rest. Okay, so here's a little calciny seam. But this is not what's got me excited. I'm hoping that this is some of that dark material that I'm talking about with those spacey little spots. You can rarely tell from the outside, but when you get it cleaned up or sliced, the material shows. Let's see. I don't think it's the same, but I do still like the black. Might be flint. Okay, this looks like some nice stuff right here. Oh yeah, it is. Lovely. Maybe a couple pieces here that are worthy. Actually, I really like that. Some reddish orange in it. I think that'll clean up nice. What do we have here? Oh. Kind of like that too, with all the cavities in it. I'll assume someone left these. They've been there for a little bit, but they're all way too close to just be ordinary, especially on top surface. Here's another couple beauties, I think. Oh yeah, I like the way that one looks. And let's see what we have over here in this blue. That is a nice blue. Let's see what we have here. Oh wow, huge seam, agate seam, might be banding in there. Let's try this one as well. Kind of in there. Can't tell what we have there. Liking the red in this one. Oh wow, that is deep red. We might have an epic piece right here. Oh, nice. Look at this monster. Had to go into the river for it, but I think it might be worth it. Okay, it's starting to sprinkle again, and it's getting a little bit later. I think that's going to wrap it up on the river, but continue watching because I'll have a gallery of photos. This is just this big piece of quartz, quartzite. Like there's tiny pieces of clear agates or agatization mixed in between. Don't know if I'm going to take it or not, but it could be a nice garden rock. And when you think it's time to go home, there's always just one more rock. Nice. Let's go. Do is just kind of scan over the rocks, let you see them up close a bit, and do my best to describe them as I go along. These two big guys, this one and this one here, I believe are mostly just a quartzite. Big chunk of quartzite. This one here does have some very soft banded agate in there, so I don't know how deep that goes. If I had a saw big enough, I might decide to cut that, but I do not. There's also some agate or chalcedony inside there, but the skin kind of hides most of it. This has got an interesting grayish blue color to it, mixed in with some orange. This next row, if I dare to say, might be carnelians. Maybe not this one.
almost got a carnelian top, but the inside is almost just like, I don't know how to describe it, brown sugar or something. That is a nice piece. I think it looks kind of like a dragon's head. This is getting a little farther away from the carnelian thing. I don't know what to call these other than quartz chalcedony, I guess. This one's got a little cavity, a bug with some druzy in there. Does well in the light. This one is one of my favorites from the trip. Just thought this had an interesting skin on it, texture. Just another row or two that I'm just gonna scan over easy. Spend much time with them. Just give you an idea of the different types of materials that are out there. This is almost like a rose quartz. This row here, all the quartz is somewhat milky white, mixed in with a little bit of blue. This one doesn't have the milky white, just more of a clear blue agate. I just call them clouds. Just see if it's in that one too. Right there and there and there. This row is some bluish greens that kind of fade off into a very pale blue. The light is starting to play tricks on me, but this is all green right in here, greenish blue. This piece is fire. Love that right there. That is so deep. And it goes on until we get this really pale color. Another few groupings here. Just some nice clear chunks. Some little inclusions that are hard to see in the camera. Got these guys here. That is some real nice stuff. There's some fractures in it, so I'm hoping I can get some material out of it. Find a way to do something nice with it, maybe a cab. I like making hearts too. Some seams and more chunks. Little group of jaspers there. You can't see the detail, but they're really nice up close. This piece here has a little bit of everything. Some nice stuff happening here with that dark material, which I still do not know what it is, with all the specks. Well, happily or sadly, these are my favorite and the ones that I would wish I could spend the most time showing you, even though I took all the time already to show you these others. But my camera will not pick up the detail and beauty of all these that I have set aside, especially in the smaller ones. But we are gonna look at them anyways, and I'm gonna do my best to show you the details. As rock counters, we all have our preferences. What makes us excited to find a rock? Is it the color? Is it the texture? Is it the crystals, the druzy, the vugs, the banding? We're all individuals, right? But these are the ones that seem to do something for me when I looked at them. I won't necessarily explain why. Maybe you'll see it in the pieces I'm showing you. This one here, I really wish you could catch that detail, but there are little bands and inclusions going every which way. This one has almost a full cavity going through. Probably punch it through right in the back with a screwdriver and make a full hole. Alright, one more group. Whether it's just an odd texture, inclusions, banding, color, druzy, which I love so much, that's what's mostly here. So let's see if you see what I see. I wish you could see the banding that was happening here. You can hear the motorcycle in the background though. This has actually got some blue in there, but just the weird skin. The horizontal layers on this one's fairly ridiculous. Again, my camera and this light is not doing it justice. Nice greenish blue chunk. Or that blue. I thought it was interesting that it had this other inclusion mineral there that it's a completely different shape. There's just some really nice inclusions in color in that. Another one with crazy texture. I wish I could know how all of these were made and what every single one of them was. Probably take a lifetime to figure that out. Might be wrong on some of these, but at least half of this I'm sure is that dark material that I keep speaking of that just has some depth to it. Let me show you this piece, if you can capture this. There are inclusions and some dark material, but it's actually translucent to a little bit. That's actually a nice piece. Wouldn't mind slicing that. Can't really see it, but it is there. There's enough to tell me it's inside. I'm interested in all of it. I'm gonna get cuts on a lot of it at some point. And some honorable mentions. And we just have a bunch of fun pieces with druzy, small micro crystals inside some of those holes. That one is just a deep blue right in here that you probably are not picking up. The inclusions on that one, beautiful. As well as that one. Just again, crazy different directions and swirling. Druzy pocket. And some other fun shapes. And this one here is a good slice of that black material that I'm talking about that has all the specks in it. Looks like a starry night. Don't know what it is though. Sorry for the shadows and the angles here, but I am doing this in the evening. I did want to set these guys aside because all of these I'm going to go ahead and cut. I'm dying to see what's inside, and I think it's a good cross section of what I got here today. I got some of the red material, you want to call it carnelian, and some of the light blue, some of this that has crazy swirled agates. What else do we have here? Again, more of that blue that I like to see. More of those inclusions. Got some jasper, and then some of that dark material that I've got to see what's inside. So finish watching to the end of the video for the gallery, and you'll see what I get to see.